Hello guys and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, this episode featuring the corrupted god Dark Raiden. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been uploaded because a lot of things may have changed since then, and if you're not aware of the matrix I'm using to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let's put Dark Raiden to the test. Dark Raiden was released on the 10th of December 2015 for the price of 360 souls, so in a way he's almost 4 years old in MK Mobile. Prepare to see some outdated stats here. Let's start with the attack. It is 41,731, the 35th highest in the game and the 17th highest among the gold characters. The hit points, they are 92,736, the 32nd highest in MK Mobile and the 13th highest in the gold league. The toughness, it is 34,020, the 35th highest in the game and the 17th highest in the gold league, and the recovery is 37,800, the 27th highest overall and the 12th highest in the gold league, and the power generation is just 100%, so for his stats, Dark Raiden gets 15.8 out of 28 possible points. Electric Flight, this is the name of Dark Raiden Special 1. What you need to know about the ability is first that it can be completely blocked by the opponent, it doesn't have any buff or debuff, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 2 mini attacks, and it has the horizontal or vertical swipe as minigame. When it comes to the damage, the minimum damage of Dark Raiden Special 1 is 15,148, which is the 41st highest in the game and the 21st among the gold characters. The maximum damage is 30,296, the 41st again highest in the game and the 22nd among the gold characters. And once again, let's repeat the properties of the ability. It can be blocked by the opponent without any issues, it doesn't have any buff or debuff unfortunately, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 2 mini attacks, and it has the horizontal or the vertical swipe as a main mini game. So for his special one, Dark Raiden gets only 6.2 out of 13 possible points. Special 2 of Raiden guys is called Shocker. Like all the other Raidens, he grabs the opponent and put many lightnings inside his body. What else you need to know about this ability is that first, it is unblockable because we already mentioned it is a grapple. It has Curse as debuff, which is not great in my opinion. It can be cast from distance. To be honest, I was very surprised when I discovered that you can actually cast the special attack from mid-range. It seems that this guy has pretty long reach, so even if the first 2 mini attacks will miss, the main portion of the damage will be dealt because he's going to grab you and electrify you in the process. Also, the ability is lethal. It consists of 10 mini attacks, and it has the filler as a minigame. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of his special 2 is 31,673, the 53rd highest in the game and the 30th highest in the gold league. The maximum damage is 55,084, the 67th highest in MK Mobile and the 42nd in the game. You know, usually grapples have lower damage than the other special attacks, however, in the case of Dark Raiden it's really low, unfortunately. Anyways, let's check once again the properties of the ability. It is completely unblockable, it has Curse as debuff, it can be cast from distance, however the 2 first mini attacks will miss, even though this is not a big deal. It is lethal, it consists of 10 mini attacks, and it has the filler as mini game. So for his special 2, Dark Raiden gets 10.9 out of 19 possible points. The X-Ray of Raiden guys is called Shock Therapy. It has power generation as buff, which is quite awesome, and it also can be cast from distance. However, I need to share with you something. When it comes to the distance, you shouldn't perform his X-Ray if the opponent is away from you and he is still not on his feet, because plainly your X-ray will miss. However, once your opponent is back on his feet or her feet, you can do the X-ray, it will be perfectly fine. When it comes to the damage, it is 82,627, the 54th highest in the game and the 29th in the Gold League. Again, disappointing performance when it comes to the damage. Once again, the ability has power generation as buff and it can be cast from distance, so Dark Raiden gets 3.4 points for his X-ray, and the total amount of points he gets for his special attacks is 20.4 out of 36 possible. Dark Raiden, guys, is one of the fastest characters in MK Mobile. Really, he's extremely fast when it comes to the pure speed of his basic attacks, and quite frankly, he was one of the best characters in the game when it comes to the chaining of the basic attacks. I am saying was because I'm not sure whether he has been nerfed or it is just a glitch in the game. I'm talking about the fact that some characters at some point are pushing back the opponents after the end of their basic attacks, even if the opponents are blocking. And this is the case with Dark Raiden. However, it seems that the interaction itself has been nerfed lately, and now you can clearly see that Dark Raiden still pushes the opponent back, but it seems that the distance has been nerfed. And at some point it is simply not enough, and the enemy can counterattack even if pushed back. So I'm not quite sure whether this is meant to be like this or whether this is a bug which happened after update 2.2. We are about to see in the future. So at this point I'll be giving 4 points for the speed of his basic attacks, and I'll be giving 4 points for chaining, for the total of 8 points out of 10. Corrupted Elder God. This is the name of Dark Raiden's passive. It is one of the best passives in the game, I'm not going to lie to you. First thing first, every time when you get fire, bleed or poison, you heal on those effects. It's like MK11 Jade passive. And second, every time when somebody tries to power drain you, he actually gives you power instead of draining it, which is incredible. With that passive, Dark Raiden is one of the best starters in the game, if not the best. The only drawback of his, once again, is that he has very low hit points, so if he gets, for example, stunned by Dark Emperor Liu Kang in the beginning, he can get easily killed, and that's his only drawback when it comes to him being the starter in the team. There's so many ways you can use his passive, guys. You can get, for example, bleed effect on you or poison effect on you and just tag out and wait so that you can heal on this effect. Or every time when you see an enemy power drain attacks in, you can tag in with Dark Raiden and let him power drain you. Even if you're blocking, that's fine, so that you can get some power and eventually perform Special 2 or even X-Ray, why not? By the way, Dark Raiden, because of his passive, can get to X-Ray extremely easy, especially if you have power drainers on the enemy team. It is one of the easiest things in the game. So, because of this annoying drawback, that he's kind of squishy for a starter, I'll be giving 18 points for his passive. Really one of the best passives in the game, and except for the issue with his hit points, the other problem is that if the enemy team doesn't have any power drainers or any damage over time effects, which is very unlikely to happen, but it's still possible, his passive is kind of not existent. Once again, this case will almost never happen, but it is still possible. So 18 points for his passive. Dark Raiden is Netherrealm and Elder God at the same time, so he gets 2 points for classes and 0 points for tagging attack. Okay guys, we got to the final verdict section. Here we have to decide whether the character is good or no. When it comes to Dark Raiden, guys, quite honestly, he's a very nice character. He has incredibly good passive. He has grapple special 2, which can be cast from distance actually, which is incredible. He also is quite a fast character. However, he has this annoying drawback, and the drawback is that first, his stats are incredibly low, and second, the damage of his special abilities is not that impressive as well. Even though he remains one of the best openers in the game, very useful card, you can literally start with X-Ray without any issues. So I'll be giving him 2 of my 3 subjective points. I really like the card. The only thing that if present in Dark Raiden would make me give him 3 points is that if he had unblockable special one. Unfortunately he doesn't, which make the Devastator not the best item on him. But that's probably his only drawback. So with my 2 subjective points, Dark Raiden scores in total 66.3, so we can definitely label him as a good character. Final verdict, good character. As already mentioned guys, Dark Raiden is one of the best openers in the game. The only thing which I dislike about him being the opener is that the Devastator is still good on him, but if he had unblockable special one, he would be by far the best opener in the game. Right now, probably I would say a Dark Emperor Liu Kang is the best opener, or even Classic Liu Kang, however Dark Raiden is not far behind. When it comes to the characters that he is good against, probably you can already guess that those are the characters who rely heavily on dots such as Vampirus Melina, MK11 Scorpion, Slasher Jason, Classic Reptile, and so on and so on. Hanzo Hasashi also can heal Dark Raiden pretty good. When it comes to the characters that are tough matchups for Classic Raiden, I would say that Hellspawn Scorpion is really a bad matchup, reason being he has a lot of HP, great toughness, and he takes 50% less damage from Netherrealm, and that's a problem for Dark Raiden. Also Ravenous Melina and Dark Emperor Liu Kang, pretty horrible matchups for Dark Raiden, especially Dark Emperor Liu Kang. He can literally one-shot him at the start of the game. Because of his passive guys, Dark Raiden cannot be power drained, quite the contrary. So when it comes to the items, I would suggest you equipping him with Devastator or Rat Hammer, whatever suits you better. On the armor slot, please give him Storm Hat. And when it comes to accessory, I would advise you to give him either Blaze's Life Force, which you already know I don't like, or Sindel's Ring. I do understand that Sindel's Ring gives you resistance to some dots, and actually Dark Raiden doesn't want to have resistance to any dots because he loves them. However, by equipping Sindel's Ring, you are getting some resistance against stun, which is very useful if you're facing Dark Emperor Liu Kang, because Dark Emperor Liu Kang is the curse for Dark Raiden. He can literally one-shot you with his special one. So consider equipping him with Sindel's Ring. And here we are, we got to the best Dark Raiden teams, guys. Now, considering the fact that he's both Elder God and a Netherrealm, you can build a lot of teams around him, because his passive is very neutral, so you can team him up with Netherrealm characters such as, for example, Vengeful Shinnok and Warlock Quan Chi. That makes up a pretty good team. You can also team him up with MK11 characters, for example Jade and the other Raiden, MK11 Raiden. You can do also 3 Raidens team. That's pretty awesome, and it's totally up to you which Raidens you're going to use. So in general, so many nice teams that you can build around Dark Raiden. He will fit in literally any team on the planet. Okay guys, we got to the end of this video. Dark Raiden, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. This corrupted Elder God scored 66.3 on our scale, and we labeled him as a good character. As usual guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find the playlist on the top right corner of the screen. So see you in the next video. Take care.
I won't deny that was satisfying. Perfect.